All right, so we have a single dumbbell workout for today. We have a little bit of strength stuff first, followed by a conditioning workout. Our strength stuff, we're gonna be doing some pulling and some bicep curls today. It's 3 to 4 sets, just like normal. You choose how many you wanna do, depending on how much time you have and your motivation level. It's gonna start out, however, with a tempo dumbbell row. So you can either do these on a box or a bench, or you can do them just leaning onto your leg if you want to. And so what I'm looking for this tempo is a nice slow controlled movement with a pause at the top. So what that's gonna look like without any equipment, I'm gonna put my arm on my leg, grab the weight, and I'm pulling up without standing up. I'm pulling up nice and slow, squeezing to the top for a 2 count, and controlling it back down with a little pause at the bottom. Again, pulling up, squeeze, control it back down. So when you do this, what you're looking for is pulling not to your armpit, but towards the bottom of your rib cage to get a little bit more lat activation there. All right, so again, we're going 8 per arm, nice and slow on those. Following that, you're gonna do some bicep curls. And so that's gonna be 8 to 12 per arm. And you just need to worry about doing 1 arm at a time since you're only gonna have 1 dumbbell. Generally, the easiest way to do this is like a hammer curl style dumbbell or bicep curl, right? In which you just keep the head of the dumbbell pointed up the whole time. And remember, when you're doing these, you're not looking to come up and relax at the top. You want to keep tension, so you want to keep your elbow down and back at, when you're doing the curl, and stop while there's still tension here in the bicep. All right, so you're going to do 8 to 12 of those per arm. And following up that, we have some banded pull aparts. So just working the back of your shoulders a little bit. So you're going to grab a band. You can rent one of these if you want to. If you don't have access to a band, you're welcome to do snow angels, laying down on the ground, some other modification to work those little stabilizer muscles on the back of your shoulders. But if you have a band, I'm looking for your palms to be face up. You're going to grab onto the band, just one part of it. You don't need to worry about doubling it up, all right? And then from here, you're going to be pulling this band apart, palms up, keeping your arms straight, and then coming back together, nice and controlled. So we have 25 reps there. You don't need a very thick band for that. After that, your workout is once again for completion. So there's a lot of reps here. It's gonna take a while. Plan on this workout taking a little bit of time. You wanna pace it accordingly. You don't wanna do your 50 burpees as fast as possible. You're gonna have 2 miles of running in there. So plan it out. So we have 50 burpees. Not gonna go over those. I think you guys know how to do those. If you wanna modify the burpees to up downs, then you can of course do that. We have a mile run. So you can use your phone. You can plan that out. If you're at a track, that's 4 laps. If you don't really have a good route, then just go run for about 8 minutes. When you get back, we have 75 alternating dumbbell snatches. So for the dumbbell snatches, we're looking to have the weight start between your legs, okay? As you reach down for the weight, remember you want your back nice and straight. You're gonna grab onto the weight. You're gonna fire the hips to get the momentum and bring that weight all the way up overhead. Okay, on the way back down, it's the most efficient to switch hands in front of your face. You'll tap that weight back down to the ground and then go into your next rep. Again, switching each time. If you need to switch on the ground, that is okay. Of course, you can do that. It's just a little bit slower. There's more opportunity to lose tension in your back when you switch on the ground and round it out. So if you're prone to that, you may want to think about switching on the way down. The other thing I want you to keep in mind is, as this dumbbell comes through the middle, you want to keep your thumb pointed up so that your elbow stays down. You don't want to be leading with your elbow as you're bringing the weight up over your head. All right? If you need to modify that, if your back's tight, then feel free to just go from the hang each time for these snatches. That way, you're not bending down all the way to the ground and potentially putting yourself in a compromising position. So after your 75 alternating snatches, you're gonna go out, run the same route that you ran for your first mile, and then when you come back, you got 100 meters of lunges. This is not 100 lunges, although it may take some of you more or less than that. It's 100 meters of lunges. So you'll need to have a predetermined set distance where you can measure that out. Once you finish that 100 meters of lunges, you're done for the day. You got a good workout. This will be a good one to use as maybe some kind of active recovery day where you move a little bit slower through the movements. You keep the intensity down a little bit. So remember, when you're done, go ahead and log on to WODHopper and click that I did it button at the bottom of the screen. Have fun.